Well, good morning on this beautiful, beautiful fall morning. Colors are beginning to express themselves, so it's quite lovely. So let us pray. So as you breathe this morning, just become present to the divine energy flowing in you. Flowing in you and flowing through you. Flowing and through you and through all. Divine energy. Grace of God. By the grace of God, we come and go. By the grace of God, we come to know that you will never leave us. We will never be alone. By the grace of God, by the grace of God. By the grace of God, we come and go. By the grace of God, we come to know that you will never leave us. We will never be alone. By the grace of God, by the grace of God. Before I left for a retreat a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to a song that I'd never heard before, and it sang about the grace of God. I listened to it over and over and over again. The phrase, by the grace of God, touched me deeply. And as I prayed with the words and the music, I felt that it was preparing me for retreat, kind of like tilling the soil of my soul. I was already anticipating finally having some time to pray with much of the loss and sorrow I had experienced over the past 8 months. What I realized while listening to the song was that all the events, the feelings, the heartache, the loss, the celebrations, the walking with and holding the anguish of loved ones, all of it was filled and touched by the grace of God. the grace of God that sustained me and strengthened me and comforted me. And it was also the grace of God that even made joy and thanksgiving possible in the midst of it all. And so as I continued reflecting on this, I thought, by the grace of God, we hold on to hope. We smile through tears. By the grace of God, we go the extra mile. We make a leap of faith. By the grace of God, we love without counting the cost. We let go. By the grace of God, we pick up the pieces. We try again. We dream again. By the grace of God, we give freely. We face our fears. By the grace of God, we sing our own song. We become who we are. And so I invite you to spend the next few moments reflecting on how you've experienced the grace of God in recent days. How has the grace of God been revealed to you? How might you name it? invite you, if you like, to sing along. By the grace of God, we come and go. By the grace of God, we come to know that you will never leave us. We will never be alone. By the grace of God, by the grace of God. By the grace of God, we come and go. By the grace of God, we come to know that you will never leave us. We will never be alone. By the grace of God, by the grace of God. And so as we move into our day, may we be recognizing however the grace of God may show up today on our path and in all our relationships. Have a blessed day, everyone.